Hello and welcome back, Bots and Bits fans. Today I'm showing off to you the JinJiang Shovel Truck, one of the members of their powerful working machine combiner, which is of course their version of the GenToys Gravity Builder. This is their attempt at Generation 2 colours, and while it's coming up quite yellow on my camera, it is actually more of like a mustard colour with a bit of orange in there, maybe like a cheddar cheese sort of colour. It's not what I was really expecting, that's for sure. Now, I don't usually like to focus too much on the box, but today I'm going to, and for a very important reason. This box is huge. It is absolutely huge, and all that is in it is this. There's no combiner parts, no nothing. It's just this guy and like his pistol sort of thing. This is all, look at that, it's just dead space in there. This whole box is just a waste of space. Now, why do I bring that up? Because if you're like me and you got sucked into paying volumetric postage, which means they base it on the size rather than the actual weight, this cost me quite a bit to ship off tab A. I got all three of them, and the box that all three of them come in was massive, and yeah, it cost a bit. So check with your sellers to see whether they'll ship these loose, and you might save a few dollars on shipping here and there. Anyway, let's get rid of that and focus on this guy. Right, now, you thought NBK was simplified. This is as basic as it gets, I think. This is definitely made for little hands. This is for little kids. It is a definite children's toy, in my opinion. It is really basic. They cannot muck it up. Okay, so plastic quality is, it's pretty reasonable. I'm finding a lot of the articulation really stiff and holds really well. And the plastic, there's no swirls, there's no chips, there's no nothing. There's no swirling, there's no chipping, the screws are in there nice. Look at that plastic. A little bit of swirling and a tiny little sprue mark there, but these have been filed down. Look, that's been filed down all the way. I cannot find a single sprue mark that's sticking out anywhere. When it comes to the NBK, that thing was covered in little divots, little spikes, all that sort of stuff. But on this one, I cannot find, apart from the shovel itself, there is not a single sharp edge on any of this. So they're the good points, right? Plastic feels quite strong. Even these bits which are a little bit flexy, this black plastic here. The joins in the forearms a little bit gappy, but it's not too bad. The purple plastic looks nice and clear and consistent. A little bit dusty there. Slight metallic speckle in there, but yeah, not too bad plastic-wise. Bit of swirling in here. Not much paint to speak of. Got silver here that's applied really sloppy. Silver there, sloppy. All the silver here is fuzzy. A little bit scratched there. A little bit of piston details down here, which aren't too bad. Some black warning stripes there. The face looks to be exactly the same as the NBK face, and that silver is just a little bit dark. So with all that out of the way, I'll just go straight into the first major problem with this in bot mode, and that is hip ratchets. How could they be a problem, right? Well, the first clicks are there like that. That's his A stance, right? That's that's no good. And you can turn his feet in, but still, come on, look at that. That's not, yeah. And you can have one forward, one like that. That's it. That might work if it had a thigh swivel, which it does not. So yeah, he's pretty much, if you're going to have him in bot mode at all, which I doubt you would, he's pretty much just static like that. That's my major hatred of this. It's just, yeah, that out, no good. Friction forward and back, I've just got a little bit of a click there, but it's limited again because these hip skirts don't actually move. Look, see, it's as far as you get, like that. So, yeah, it's not the greatest. And you go out and you can bring it all the way back, see? And they're not too bad, look. Pretty strong legs. They're holding really well. It's just a shame that the ratchets in them suck and there's no thigh swivel. That would make a huge difference. Just have friction here in the legs and you don't get very far. The posability in the legs is limited anyway, so I don't, yeah. They're nice and stiff at least. But so you can get like a sort of walk, but his legs are just so close together. So yeah, that's about all you can do. down to the feet. The feet are on these big ball sockets, and they are nice and stiff, and you can just do whatever you want with them, really. We'll go up. There's no waist swivel. Up to the arms, friction out to there, friction out to there, friction all the way around. That is a little bit loose, and this one doesn't really hold up particularly well. It's a little bit loose. As a heel, I don't think they're going to do the trick. But yeah, anyway, get bend at the elbow, which is nice and stiff on a ratchet, and you get a very tight swivel, which is impeded by this ladder, which isn't removable. That ladder is fixed in place, so yeah, you can't really get too much. No wrist swivel or anything, because these wrists go in during the transformation, and they don't go in all the way either. And the only way to get them back out again is with fingernails or something to pry it. There we go. But anyway, and then finally we have the shovel, scoop, whatever. Now these arms are on ratchets, very strong ratchets, which is good. Even the scoop itself is on a ratchet, so this as a toe, well, let's listen to that. I think that as a toe is going to be very strong. I reckon that's going to hold. Not bad, not bad. No real details on the back, no clear windows, it's just all painted, a little bit of silver up here, and yeah. So let's address the devastator size elephant in the room and bring in NBK. Aesthetically, JinJiang looks fantastic. Their leg engineering, much simpler, much simpler than NBK, but that just looks so much better. That looks way better than that, for sure. But of course there's a but. The JinJiang it's just so basic. It doesn't have much posability. It doesn't have much playability. You know, it's a basic kids action figure sort of thing. Do you know what I mean? Whereas going to the NBK, you have a soft ratchet knee bend, upper thigh swivel, no ratchets in the hips, but you get free range with the legs, free range with the arms. So yeah, I hate to say it because I absolutely hate this thing. The other NBK bots are not too bad, right? This one, god damn, I hate this thing so much. But as robot mode, for playability, posability, all that sort of stuff, beats it hands down. It's just, you can do a lot, even though this thing's short, tubby, unstable, and yeah, playability wise, it's better than this, but aesthetically, this looks a lot better. And that said, let's get onto some transformations. Okay, so to start with, we're just going to fold this down, put the head in, bring this back up. Now we're going to collapse these fists. They only go in halfway. Then grab this sort of black safety barrier thing, bring that around, rotate the forearms, rotate the elbows, sorry, and then bend them. Now that is a stiff ratchet for sure. Bring that around, rotate it, bend it, and then you've got a tab here and a tab hole just in there, so we're just going to line that up, tab it in, tab it in. Now when it comes to these legs, they've done a very ingenious thing. This section here is on a hinge and they're just tabbed down, so we are just going to lift that up, right, and then just rotate that detail around, and then you have tab there, and we're just going to fold these legs up. So we've got another tab just in here, right, on the thigh, so we need to collapse this up and then squeeze them both in, and that holds all of that together. And now get this tab from the wrist, see that? Goes into this tab hole on the top of the leg, just like that. Now rotate that around, fold it down, or is it the other way? No, it's the other way. Just like that. And we'll just do this on the other side. Untab, rotate, collapse the knee, bring all this in, tab both of them in, tab this arm in to the leg, fold this down, and then just tab both these legs together. Give it all a good squeeze. bring up the little smokestack, and there you have him. So as a bulldozer, he looks pretty good. He's still got the plastic wheels, a little bit thicker black plastic than on the NBK, and excuse the sound. Rolls just fine, rolls like a champ actually. Just got these huge metal pins, like push pins, just holding that in. I mean, they're pretty floppy, but yeah, I think if you gave them a good yank, or threw it or dropped it, that might come out, because it's just alright, so if we're just looking at, can you see in there? There we go, it's just a pin going straight in, right there, and you got the pin end there. So now, again, we'll bring in the NBK. Now the NBK almost looks masterpiece next to the JinJiang. You can tell straight away, well I can anyway, that the details are much simpler on the JinJiang. You got like more silver up here on the NBK, a few more details, and then they've changed some of it on the roof of the JinJiang. On the back, just look at the back here. So there's the back of the NBK, back of the JinJiang. That kind of looks like a face, actually. 2 eyes, big nose. Look at these little fangs up the top and the bottom jaw. Looks like a face. So yeah, it's very, very simple, very basic. So the NBK has a much better vehicle mode. Well, that one did come loose. It really needs a those tabs there, like this one has. This one has tabs there, tabs there, tabs there, tabs in the arms. This whole thing, that is rock solid. Look. Oh, well, I was giving it a fair shake and it eventually came out. So the JinJiang tabs together rock solid, whereas the NBK, as soon as I pick it up, it's already coming loose. So yeah, and guys, I think that's pretty much all there is to say about JinJiang Shovel Truck. Alright guys, so that final question, is it worth it and should you buy it? I don't know. I can't tell you. Personally, I believe the NBK is better value for money, but I can see where this has a place. The robot mode is basically static, it's just really basic, but the vehicle mode holds together incredibly well. Yes, the vehicle mode still looks basic as well, but those tabs really impress me and they're very, very strong, as are the joints in this. Especially that front scoop. I think this is just going to be a combiner only. Like, you wouldn't buy the NBKs individually either, but this really doesn't have any other purpose. You combine it and that's it, I think. If you've already bought into the NBK side of things, I wouldn't recommend jumping ship. NBK G2 Color Scraper is due any moment now, so they are actually coming. And that's all I've got for you. Now, if you enjoyed this video and you like what I'm doing, please like and subscribe to my channel. Remember to check out my Facebook for daily news and updates on third-party and KO stuff. I have a new Instagram account, #botsandbits, all one word. And as always, guys, thank you very much for your time and thanks for watching.